Here's the toss. Sloan calls it. MBA wins the toss, and they will defer. And Halls will get the choice here, and I assume that they will receive. MBA will kick off, and they will choose to defend the north goal. No, choose to defend the south goal. No wind at all tonight. It doesn't look like there's a factor at all here. Any kind of wind. The weather is not a factor. It's the most perfect night for football you could imagine. Mike Cross, MBA, had a real blow in practice this week, losing the great John Ozier, as you see him on the sidelines there in Croces, for a 2 to 3 week period. But a big loss, but it could have been worse.
Well, Tom, I got some more bad news. David Farrell, hematoma that he suffered in the Pearl Cone game, has not improved and may not play, although is dressed out. David McIntosh also has a hematoma on his elbow, and then also with a slight injury is Matt Wilson also is banged up a little bit, but is going to go, and of course the Ozier problem is fixed.
There. You put ice on it. How do you make a bruise get better?
And then it
alternate.
That's right.
All right, so we're banged up a little bit tonight against the mighty fine Halls team, who's unbeaten and unscored on this year. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure they've played 2 games, shut out 2 opponents, according to the Halls information director here, though. The opponents he didn't think were real quality opponents, but nevertheless, this is a good football team and a good program. MBA will kick it off. Joe Pat McGuigan, and back deep for Knox Halls is number 21, who is Chris Archer, and also number 1, it looks like over there. Is that number 1, Spotters? And here comes Joe Pat from the 40. Kicks it's going to be high, and it's going to come down about the 5. Carter cuts to the left side, and he's going to be hit. Good tackle over there by number 40 for MB, Chase Neal, Chase Neal, I think it says.
Yeah, Chase Neal.
And he got downfield in a hurry. The play was a little slow developing, and MBA starts with very good field position back at the 15-yard line.
Well, Tom, I'd like to make a point here now. Ozier was injured playing defense, and it was going to be playing both ways tonight, as David Farrell has been. So we've really lost 4 starters.
Okay, out they come. Number 16, the quarterback for Halls from his 15-yard line. Back wants to give on a little sweep, but it's snuffed in the backfield. There's Hillenmeyer and number 45.
Ben Byrne at left defensive tackle blew the play up, and then Hunter Hillenmeyer came in from his left defensive end and made the stop.
Actually lost maybe a half yard on the play. And set the defense quick, Mike.
Ben Byrne is starting for David Farrell, and, of course, Hillenmeyer at left defensive end, and here comes the play.
All right, number 16, the quarterback is Russ Rutherford, the quarterback, single back offense. Rutherford back's going to give on a fake reverse up the middle, and there's nothing there. And NBA had that well sniffed out, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
That time, Johnny Rich, number 77 at nose guard, basically slipped past the center, made a good tackle, and Sam DeLemos, number 51, enters the game.
And Rich comes out.
Also, Cole Barfield was in on the tackle.
Picked up a couple, maybe 2.5 on the play. We're going to call it 3rd and 7.5. Big possession down here early.
Big possession down early. Be a good time for them to go play action.
All right, Rutherford, the quarterback. The single back is a little short-looking, number 20. Where's their good back, number 40? I haven't seen him. Man in motion, quarterback. Wants to roll on the option, wants to pitch back. The ball is fumbled. The ball is going to be fumbled out, picked up by Hillenmeyer. Who's got it? Touchdown, I believe. Or is it NBA's ball? It's first down at the 1-yard line. Big break. Hillenmeyer was there. Arendelle ended up getting the ball at the 1, I believe, and that was fortunate that it didn't get kicked out of the end zone. A perfect development for NBA.
Yeah, I'm sure that we looked like we were a little lucky there. We had trouble picking it up, but we end up knocking it forward and not out of bounds.
So NBA gets the break early. First and goal at the 6-inch line. All right. Here comes NBA sending a couple of late substitutes in. They better get one of them out there. All right, first and goal at the half-yard line. The referee counts. NBA Blake Sloan up the middle, touchdown, fullback. Rob Bearden goes the half yard, and MBA jumps up early on a bad mistake by Knoxville.
Well, you know, MBA got great line surge there anyway, and they were in an 8-3 goal line, so MBA just blew the ball right in between the guard, who I guess was the right guard is who this time, and Paul Will at center.
All right, Joe Pat McGuigan will attack the extra point. NBA shuffling players in and out here. Looks like a little bit of confusion on who's in. Everything's happening so quick. One play for the touchdown. Joe Pat McGuigan will kick. Snap down, good snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good, and McGuigan nails it deep back into the track.
Thought they got some penetration that time, but we got it away. Comment I'd like to make that missed earlier was that, you know, last week we only gave up 14 points, and when you do that, a lot of times you'll win the football game. So a big key tonight is going to be defense, and obviously defense caused a turnover, and we have a 7-0 lead.
It feels good to be ahead. If you go back to the Pearl Cone game, we were behind the entire game until the last 3 minutes. Last week, we never had a lead, right, Ridley Wills?
Well, and we never had a lead against MUS, although we had a ball go right through a receiver's hands with a matter of seconds left to take the possession, to take a win on the last possession, and didn't get it done.
Well, it was a tough game last week. We'll have another chance against those guys in the playoffs, perhaps. They're a good team, and as my friend Bill Billups said last week, it was like playing ourselves virtually.
Absolutely. And we've got Bill Billups sitting behind us, who will be a guest commentator from time to time tonight.
Save up nothing but poignant comments, Mr. Billups.
Is that Mr. Bates' wife up there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, McGuigan will kick off for the second time tonight. NBA scores quickly. With only a minute and 30 seconds gone in the half, here comes Joe Pat. Kick up. Oh, this one he gets pretty good. Way back into the end zone, I thought. Yes, it was. And there the ball will be put in play at the 20 as McGuigan kicks it well.
You know, it's one thing that I'm noticing, and I've noticed it because that there's so many players on the Hall's roster that I have to hold it practically at midfield to read it. But there are a lot of kids dressed out for the Red Devils just like there are for the Big Red.
Good program. In 5 years, this coach, Shepard, has done a great job. They were 14-1 last year, and year in, year out, they're one of the best public schools in Knoxville. Therefore, one of the best football teams in Knoxville, Mike. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
All right, Rutherford, the quarterback, and the back is number, I can't see, 22, it looks like. 1st and 10 at the 20 for Halls. Quarterback on a delay, gives to there's number 40, and he's hitting the backfield, and he got nothing. Prevost in on the tackle.
Todd Prevost, and also it was jammed up pretty good by Parker Jones, 71.
NBA seems to be having their way defensively so far.
Well, so far we've seen Halls pull on almost every single play. They're showing a little bit of misdirection. Quarterback opened out with a reverse and then handed the ball back in the direction of the pull.
Maybe I'm still used to seeing Pearl Cone a couple of weeks ago, but they don't seem near as fast as Pearl Cone did. They seem a little slow developing on these plays.
We're going to have to find out whether they can throw here on this play, I think.
2nd and 10. They've not gained a yard tonight. Man in motion goes 40. There's the give to the fullback on the quick opener, and he got a yard, no more. Cole Barfield fills the gap.
And DeLemos, I believe, in there. They run that same play with a motion play and then head into the fullback on the dive.
Well, to begin with, they're not getting any motion against our defensive line at all. Their offense apparently is one in which they're trying to finesse people as opposed to blow them off the ball, Mike.
Well, they haven't finessed us too well yet. It's 3rd down and 8. Last time they tried the option and fumbled. 3rd and 8. Rutherford, the quarterback, is going to fake, going to roll out, wants to throw. He's got a lot of pressure from Hillemeyer. There's 40 wide open across the middle for the first down up to the 37-yard line. NBA had good pressure, and the receiver came open in the seam there.
Well, I guess the answer to the question is he can throw, and Blake Sloan came up to hit him real hard and make the tackle.
First down, first of the game for Halls as they get it up to the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
It's a slow developing play, Tom, but the guy threw it off his back foot and yet completed the pass.
That was Carter, the good running back who caught it, had come out from his tailback position to catch that pass. Single back now. 1st and 10 for Halls in motion, number 18. There's the fake. He wants to run the option to the left side, but it's no go. as back in there to make the tackle, Cole Barfield, number 44, 51 DeLemos.
And Brydale got a hand up and tripped him there, too.
Well defense by MBA.
Well, you know, they're running the double wing offense, which we saw lots and lots and lots of last year. A lot of teams have gone to it where they don't have overpowering offensive line but good running backs.
I mean, Clarksville Northeast.
That's the one everybody in our last year's division ran.
2nd and 9.5. Rutherford comes out. Split receiver down here at the bottom of your screen. And big number 89 jumped, and that'll cost them 5-64.
Tom, the scouting report said number 40 was their best player, and he's playing at wingback, which, if you remember, oftentimes that's where they would put Travis, not Travis Henry, but
Travis
Stevens last year at Clarksville Northeast.
Big number 77 coming in. Johnny Rich DeLemos comes out. And it's 2nd and 15 after the penalty. Rutherford with a single back. Back, wants to throw, quick pass, incomplete, and it was overthrown and almost intercepted.
David McIntosh was right there in the formation and almost made another big turnover for the Red.
Blake Sloan comes in here now at safety as it goes to 3rd and 15.
Martin Simmons coming out.
Simmons out. Bill Billups, what do you think so far?
Controlling the line of scrimmage.
That's the name of the game. Especially for an old lineman, that's what y'all look for. And that's where games are won and lost. All right, 3rd and long. Last time they converted on 3rd and 8. Man in motion goes Carter, number 40, and there they're going to try to sweep to Carter, but he's got nothing, and he was slammed there by Barfield Prevost, and number 65 is...
That's Ben Byrne. You could hear the pop from that all the way up here on the whatever row we're on.
That was well defense. The NBA is looking mighty good defensively. Offensively, we hadn't seen them, but for a half-yard drive.
You know, it's interesting. The double wing formation gives people who don't see it a lot fits. NBA's seen it over and over again.
Look, ball is fumbled. There's going to be a wobbly kick now. Ozier's out, and that's back in there is... No, Blake Sloan back to receive the kick. They had 2 backs back, McIntosh and Blake Sloan, and Sloan did a good job catching a wobbly kick that was bad snap, and NBA's going to start out with good field position at their own 38 with 6:56 to go. We can't say enough about the loss of Ozier on punt returns, if nothing else.
Well, you know, we know what
he's been spoiled for 3 years.
We know what he hasn't done in 3 years.
All right, I formation, Sloan. Sloan rolls on the option, gives to McIntosh, wants to get outside, needs one block, got it, but cut the corner, picked up about 4. He needed one more step, and he'd have had big yardage.
If he'd have gotten past that guy and he grabbed him by his right ankle or left ankle, if he'd have gotten past that one guy, he was in the end zone.
Yeah, Whit Smith at tight end did a good job of occupying his man that time and gave him a chance to get around the corner.
It's pick up of 3, 3rd and 7 at the 41.
Mike makes a very good point. Whit Smith has gotten better and better with each passing week. Big, powerful guy set the corner.
All right, so Sloan, I think that's McIntosh dotting the I, and Bearden is the fullback. Eskin in motion inside. There's Sloan on the option to the left, gives to McIntosh, wants to get outside, breaks the tackle, falls forward for about 3. Almost a replay of the last play, but the man got in and tripped him up in the backfield, and McIntosh did a good job to get a couple.
Tom, good call. It was a replay of the last play. Whit Smith again blocked that defensive end and got us around the corner.
And this is a big play for NBA, 3rd and 4.5.
They had good support there from their cornerbacks, which may means he's at their mercy for a pass later on.
All right, same set in here, I formation, 3rd down and a long 4. 7-man line, bunches up to stop the run. Sloan wants to pass, got a lot of pressure. He's picked up, good pass. Sloan's going to throw. What a catch by Eskin. Eskin to the 30, down to the 25-yard line. And let me tell you, Sloan avoided disaster as number 30 was blitzing. He ducked away. Good pick up by the back, got that rusher, and then Sloan, laid it in there perfectly, and an excellent catch by Michael Eskin.
Yeah, McIntosh at first, I thought the guy was going to get around him, but he came back and picked him up. It looked like Eskin just picked that ball out of the sky.
Great catch by Eskin, great throw by Sloan.
And that was the pass play off the motion on the previous two plays. Sprint, draw, drop back, throw the ball.
First and 10, MBA at the 25 of Knox Hall. Sloan back, wants to throw again. It's got some time. They're setting up a screen. Over here to McIntosh. Got one man to beat. Beats him. Move. And then number 57 makes a good tackle, and that stopped a big play. But McIntosh is going to end up gaining about 2 on the play. Pretty well set up. It was a little slow developing, though, Mike.
Yeah, if that guy doesn't get him by the ankles, David's got 10, 12, 15 yards.
Pickup of a yard on the play.
What is interesting, what I saw there, and I don't know whether it means anything for the future, they're slow coming up the field. Part of the reason that play didn't work is they didn't get the quarterback fast enough.
All right, it's 2nd and 9. Single back. No, McIntosh is back. He fakes to McIntosh. Sloan looks across the middle, wide open. That's complete. Down to the 21-yard line. It'll be, no, to the 15, and I believe that's just about got the first down. Let's see. He was wide open. Sloan has had plenty of time, and we're in 2-down territory now, boys. 3rd and 2.
You know, Michael Eskin, a 3-year starter, a senior, and I guess Don could probably answer this, but maybe the favorite for the decathlon next year in Tennessee High School.
Top returning decathlete.
And an excellent athlete. He's been not the go-to guy with Ozier, but he has suddenly become the go-to guy, and they've gone to him tonight. 3rd and 2. Sloan back on a delay to Higgins. Higgins gets outside. Higgins down to the 15, down to the 10, down to the 5. Touchdown! Michael Higgins. One word, speed.
Well, once he broke contain, there was no way he was going to get caught, and he just has that peculiar upright running step that eats up yards, and into the end zone he went.
Boy, that was a pretty run and good blocking, and he was gone, Mike.
Whit Smith, again, did a good job of sealing that corner. I was watching him.
So MBA up 13-0, and Joe Pat McGuigan will come in to try the extra point. Holding is I should know that. Little high snap. Kick is up. Kick is good, and McGuigan nails it. And so MBA, everything's working on all cylinders so far with 3:39 to go. MBA 14, Knox Hall's nothing.
Well, let's hope this is unlike Tennessee's experience with UCLA last week. But right now, MBA is overpowering and outquicking the Red Devils.
Yeah, we look vastly superior at this moment.
Tom, a little statistic I picked up this week is that you win the ball game 85% of the times if you do not have more turnovers, more penalties, or more kicking mistakes than the other team. Unfortunately, last week we had more mistakes than the other team and lost, although we had a chance to win it late.
Knox Hall has already had a critical turnover, giving MBA a 1-yard touchdown. So they're certainly losing in the turnover game and losing on the scoreboard. Joe Pat McGuigan will kick it off. His 3rd kickoff off the night with 3:39 to go in the first quarter. You know you're doing well when you've kicked off 3 times with 3.5 minutes to go, first quarter. McGuigan will approach. Oh, a line drive's going to be hard to field. It's bounced off the receiver at the 10. He picks it up. Cuts outside of the 10, tries to come up back, got a block, and now he's got one man to beat. Joe McGuigan slowing him down, and he's going to be hit from behind by Rodriguez, and he delayed and fumbled a little bit, and that actually set his hole up the middle, but there's a flag on the play. It could be holding.
Let's give Joe Pat a lot of credit of slowing him down, and, of course, Rodriguez is probably the 2nd or 3rd fastest man on the team and caught him from behind.
McGuigan did the job as the safety kicker there.
How many times have you seen that, Tom, where a guy fumbles a kickoff? Our middle just died. It just disappeared, and he took it right up the field. NBA is very fortunate to get a holding call against the Red Devils.
They sure are, and that holding is going to take it way back. Another huge mistake for Knox Hall.
I promise you the coaches are down there on the NBA sideline talking about staying in your lanes right now.
You're right, though. The little fumble kind of threw us off and somehow opened up the middle. But we're going to end up with pretty decent field position now, back inside all the way back to about the 15-yard line. Yeah.
Another good piece of news here. We're ahead 14-0. David Farrell, who's limping pretty substantially, hopefully won't have to play and will be ready for BA next week.
So holding nullifies the great return and puts them back all the way to the 14-yard line.
Here we come out, Tom. I was going to set their defense, but we'll do that later.
All right, out comes Rutherford. Halls is kind of digging themselves a big hole here. I formation now. Rutherford, the quarterback, Carter, the tailback. He's going to get it. Carter up the middle, knifes forward for a pickup of about 5 yards up to the 19.
And Johnny Rich made a terrific play there. The nose guard in this defense is the only person who has to play 2 gaps. He took a double team on from the center and the guard and made a big pile and let the linebackers scrape out. You know, it's amazing. I guess once you're used to watching a nose guard, you're always used to watching a nose guard.
Mike, how the defensive end do that?
Well, I happened to be watching Ben Byrne, the tackle, and Ben got a piece of that on the tail end also. Made a nice
Or
play.
tackle, I'm sorry. That's what Trevor was. All right. 2nd down and 6 for the Halls. What do you figure their nickname is? We have to come up with them. The Red Devils. All right, I like it. Quarterback throws, right side incomplete. The receiver came back in, cut the wrong way. They misread each other.
That ball may have been tipped. Rob Bearden had his arms up, and the ball either went through his arms or he tipped it, and a good play by Mr. Bearden.
3-step drop by the quarterback out of an I formation, not really a passing formation, and the guy was well covered, too, out there by Brydale, number 25.
Brydale's become a very good player here as a senior, worked his way up, hadn't had a lot of playing time, but, boy, he's done well since he's had the opportunity. Twin wide receivers at the top of the screen. Quarterback, quick throw out to the right side. They want to try to pick it up, and he's going to get the first down, I believe. Looked a little awkward out there, but they had 2 men isolated on our cornerback, and it looks like they may have just picked up the first down.
And the quarterback just basically stood up in his tracks and threw the ball out to the wide receiver, who then struggled ahead for 5 yards.
That number 2, Mike Helton, is the little brother of Todd Helton, who played at Tennessee and is playing for the Colorado Rockies now.
Is that right? Where'd you learn that?
This guy's back there.
All right, good to know. Wonder if he can play baseball. Mighty good athlete, Todd. High formation, 1st and 10, their second of the game. Look out, here comes Hillemeyer. There's the throw to number 21. He picked up about 8 yards there as Hillemeyer blitzed, and then number 21 came up for a pickup of about 7. They've now outgained Vanderbilt in the air.
Well, that was a first down, by the way, first of all. And secondly, NBA was in a zone pass coverage. The guy just came right down and hooked up at 9 or 10 yards and fell for it for the first down.
So Halls, 2 straight first downs.
Tate Rich, number 48, in at linebacker for Cole Barfield.
A pair of Riches in. 1st and 10 at the 35. Quarterback gives to number 28. Got a hole, breaks to the left side, and almost picked up 10. He had a good hole there on the left, and a good tackle by Arundel, I believe, to stop a touchdown. He picked up 8-9 yards on the play. And Halls is starting to click a little bit.
Now number 37, Chris McCormick, in at linebacker for Prevost.
They had the best line surge they've had tonight. That's why that play worked. They blocked us.
He got 10 yards in the first down. Their 3rd straight at the 47, trying to get in NBA territory for the first time. Rutherford, the quarterback, wants to throw. Drops straight back. Got some pressure. Got a lot of pressure. Rolls out of the pocket. Going to throw deep. It's complete. Number 2 comes back for the ball, and it's complete down to the 16-yard line. And the quarterback made that play. He was well defensed. He rolled out and found number 2 alone, standing down at the 25.
That's the Helton boy I was telling you about. He picked that out of the air, and you can tell he's got speed. I'd like to make a comment here, too. You notice they first came out in that wing tee. Maybe they had seen film on us from last year and saw what it gave us trouble. Now that they've gone to I formation, they're moving the ball.
Knox Halls is driven all the way from their 15 down to the NBA 17, all in 2 minutes.
And we had good pressure on him, and he still got out and threw the ball.
Halls moved for 4 consecutive first downs here. NBA needs to stiffen. Rutherford, the quarterback, in a rhythm now. Give to number 29, who gives knifing forward for about 3. Down to the 15-yard line. We'll bring up 2nd and 7.
We're in single coverage out here on these wide receivers, and you can look for them in this position to throw a slant in. And if their receiver gets in front of our defensive back, I think this guy can throw the ball. They'll run a slant next.
Rutherford is a junior, and he does throw the ball well. He's thrown his passes. He's had a lot on him. He's been fairly accurate, and he's hit the open receivers. 2nd and 8 from the 15-yard line. 32 seconds to go, first quarter. Rutherford back, gives the second man through, and he's hit hard. Bearden hit him in the back. He stumbled forward for a pretty good gain, actually, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 2. maybe 3rd and 4, let's call it, as the quarter will probably end before they get this playoff. 13 seconds to go, 12 seconds. It's 3rd and 5, it looks like, and they're going to let the quarter expire. Hall's driving here, but a big critical 3rd and 5 play. No doubt trailing 14-0. They're in 2-down territory. End of the first quarter, NBA 14, Hall's nothing.
Well, Tom, I'd be a little worried about them splitting number 2 out alone and running a fade pattern to him. He's about 6'1", and we can see already he's a great athlete.
So, we're breaking for the quarter. Good football so far, NBA 14. The Hall's Red Devils, nothing but driving. Bus load with them.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting, like I mentioned, since they've gone into that I formation with that number 40, their lead back, they've really gotten better, and I bet they'll stick with it.
All right, big 3rd and 5. What do you think we do? What do they do, Don?
Well, we got to bring pressure up the field from the defensive end. We might even bring pressure up the middle with a blitz, but one defensive end, one linebacker is going to come up the field, and we got to flush the quarterback out and maintain contain.
I agree.
Well, we know what to do now. Let's just do it. 3rd and 5 to begin the second quarter. Hall's in a critical down play, although they'll try it twice from here, I imagine. All right. Single back. They got 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Rutherford, the quarterback. Rutherford fakes, wants to throw. And he's going to be close to the first down, real close over there. He rolled out. He couldn't find anybody. He had good coverage, but it looks like he's gotten close to the first down.
Cole Barfield came over and helped make the tackle there after Hillenmeyer flushed him out.
And he's short of the first down, and it's going to bring up 4th and 2. Good tackle over there. I couldn't see too well, but here's the play.
Well, it's interesting. Exactly what I expected to happen, except we lost contain. We flushed him up the middle, and it was a coverage drive. There was coverage on both those wide receivers, and then Hillenmeyer lost contain.
All right, they're at the 9-yard line. The line to make is the 7. Full house, or I formation for Hall's NBA. 4th down. Power eye. I don't think so. He couldn't move in the left hand of the It's hard from this angle.
We put Johnny Rich in an extra lineman and took out a linebacker, and that may have made the difference.
Watch the spot. They may have to measure. They're looking at first down. Big man. And the big man.
I think it was DeLemos underneath there and Rich.
DeLemos and Rich stop them.
Big defensive play. I guess probably one of the first true defensive stands of the Big Red this season, and a team that's had a series of them over the years.
Now we're in a bit of a hole here, but we're glad to be here on the 8-yard line as NBA stops them a yard short of a first down. Great drive by Knox Halls, but it fizzles a yard short at the 8. Sloan, McIntosh is the deep back. They're going to give it to McIntosh. He's going to cut up the middle. He's got a hole. He's going to go up for about 3 or 4 yards, it looks like, up to close to about the 13-yard line. Second down, and from here it looks like 5.
Good blocking there by Will Caldwell and Ben Byrne. They got a little bit of a steam, and David took it up for 5 yards.
I'm glad it's a cool night tonight because we got some Ben Byrne both ways tonight because of injury, and so are several other players. So being a cool night will help us.
All right, Hillenmeyer comes in. Barfield comes in on offense. Out comes Barton Simmons and Prevost. And NBA is going to take a timeout as I think they were getting a little close on the play clock.
One of the things that I learned this week, which you'd think after watching the game for as many years as I have, I would have figured out. That is that they have lengthened the time and the numbers of plays in the high school game out considerably by taking timeouts after first down, taking 2 or 3 minute breaks several times in the game. Today, an average high school football game is 100 plays long. That's only of 2 years or 3 years note. They used to be about 60 plays long.
What have they done? Because I'm over at 10 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock. What's different?
They are taking out between possession changes. They're taking 2 or 3 breaks during the year. This was started 3 years ago by the TSSAA on the thought that it would keep people fresher and prevent injuries. What it's done is it's just lengthened the game out.
Worn us out in the fourth quarter.
Well,
And besides, it's past some of these guys' bedtime. Okay, here we go. Big NBA play. McIntosh had a good hole on the left side there. Here's the I formation. Sloan brings him out. 2 tight end. Sloan fakes the pitch, wants to run the option. He does. Get it outside. McIntosh gets it back. Push that. Sloan played it perfectly, pitched at the last second to McIntosh.
you know, because the tight end was on the end of the line, he's an easy guy to watch. And again, I was watching Whit Smith, and he went and sealed that linebacker off and did a real nice job.
First on NBA out to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
The way they defense one option does not mean what they're going to do all night long. But what they clearly were doing there is said, Blake Sloan is not going to beat us. They made him pitch the ball.
They obviously watched the Pearl Cone tapes where Sloan ate them alive. It almost was all of the offense. All right, we've got a single back here, I think is, all right, 2 backs formation. They're going to give to the first one. That's Beard. Beard up for 8. 9 yards. Close to the first down. Good hole on the left side as they gave it to Bearden, and he went off left tackle. Good blocking over there.
That was the option play. They just gave it to the fullback, and he went for 10 yards.
Nobody touched him, and he got the first down. 10 yards for Bearden. First down, NBA, to the 35.5-yard line. 9:58 to go in the half.
That's the G play, which is the G option.
Out comes McIntosh. Out comes Hillenmeyer. Eskin is split out to the right. Sloan looks it over. Sloan give to Higgins, and he's hit hard. Thrown for a loss. He couldn't get outside there. Good defense.
You notice we've been running 2 tight ends in here with Hillenmeyer and Whit Smith because probably somewhat because of the loss of Eskin.
Chad Cox, number 65, their senior end or tackle there, really made a good play on Higgins.
All right, so McIntosh comes back in with the play. Higgins out.
I misspoke there. I meant Ozier.
Correct. We don't need to lose Eskin. Eskin now is flanked out at the top of your screen. Barton Simmons at the bottom of your screen. Holding up some fingers, checking off here on a 2nd and 10 for MBA. Sloan back, wants to throw. Got some pressure, steps up in the pocket, but he's going to run out of time, and they pull him down. Mike Cross thinks there was a face mask, but the officials don't call it, and this is going to bring up 3rd and long.
Well, that was one of the few times that Mr. Houdini didn't get away, but he almost did.
I didn't see if anybody was open, but he really never had time to find them.
Well, and they brought everybody but the cheerleaders that time from up the middle of the field. We just didn't do a very good job of getting a block.
Could be a draw here, but I'd like to see him air it out. Let's see what we got. Simmons at the top of your screen. 4 wide outs and single back. Cross thinks it's a draw. 3rd and 16. Sloan, nope, he's going to throw it. Steps up. Now he wants to run the quarterback draw, and he breaks the tackle, but is not going to get up but a couple of yards. And for the first time tonight, Hall stops NBA, and NBA will punt. NBA's only had it 3 times. The first time they went a half yard for a touchdown. The last time they went 65 yards for a touchdown. And this time, after picking up 2 first downs, they're forced to punt. Joe Pat McGuigan goes back to his own, standing at his 18-yard line. Back to receive for Halls is number 40. Oh, high snap. Good kick by McGuigan. Good job of getting the snap down. The return, 40 runs up, and he's hit. He picks up to about the 45-yard line. Pretty good punt he had to get it away quickly with a high snap.
I will say something. Field position played a very important role in that possession by the Big Red, Mike. When you're backed up in the shadow of your own goalpost, you don't run your full offense.
And actually, we did a pretty good job getting it out, and now they're taking it back at their own 44. Not too bad an exchange there. 7:27 to go in the half. Knox Hall's trailing 14-0. Rolled well last time, driving 65 yards before faltering. Rutherford, the quarterback. Look at Helton down here at the bottom of the screen. Rutherford wants to run the option. He cuts it up pretty good and picks up about 8, and he was hit hard by Barton Simmons over there after a pickup of about 8. This is a pretty good-looking athlete, the quarterback, and they seem to be loosening up a little bit.
He is, but that formation is what did that. They had an overload to this side of the field, and the quarterback came up the field. They had taken the pitch man. The quarterback tucked it up.
Well, if there was ever any question that Barton Simmons would come up and hit, it got answered that time. He popped him.
You can hear the pads up here. 2nd down, 2.5.
They're staying in this I formation.
6:48 to go in the half. Rutherford going to run the option to the opposite side. There's the pitch to number 40, and he picks up a block, and he breaks the tackle, and he cuts it down inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line. Prevost makes the tackle, but they pick up about 10 yards, and they're down to the 37-yard line, 1st down.
They're freezing our linebackers with a reverse pivot by the quarterback from under the center. That's freezing the linebackers and are causing them to get there a step late. It's what's making that play work.
You know, we're substituting a lot at linebacker here, too, tonight, I noticed.
MBA is using a lot of people, and maybe it'll show up late in the game, although Halls has got a lot of folks on the sideline. Rutherford, give, second man through. He's hit hard, but he spins forward for a gain of about 3 or 4 yards. That's Houston, the runner, for pickup of about 4 on the play.
Also, Bridedale was in on that, I believe.
Pick up a 4 on the play, 2nd and 6 at the 33. 2 receivers out here on the bottom of your screen, I formation. Rutherford, the quarterback. Rutherford back, wants to throw, has got some pressure, rolls out of the pocket to the left side. It's got a man deep, no. Overthrows him as number 2 pulled up, and the quarterback thought he was going deep, overthrew everybody.
We've had Johnny Rich at right defensive tackle and Sam DeLemus at nose guard on those things. First time I've seen Johnny Rich at defensive tackle this year.
Well, I'm sure Ben Byrne is going both ways sometimes, so I'm sure they're giving Ben a rest, and because he'll be worn out if they don't.
All right, big play, and Halls realizes that this is a big play and calls timeout. So with 5:23 to go in the half, NBA leading 14-0. 3rd down, 7 for Halls, and they take a time. Big 3rd down and 6.5 for Halls. The quarterback comes out with the I formation. Carter is the tailback, dotting the I. He looks it over. Big play. NBA hops around on defense. They may blitz. There goes the quarterback running to the right. Rutherford's going to give the pitch. For a gain of defense perfectly, Mike.
Yeah. Mr. Arendale probably didn't even get any yardage on that at all.
Now, I don't know. Halls is now 4th and 6. I guess they'll go for it with 5 minutes to go, trailing by 14.
While Arendale made the tackle, Hillenmeyer made the play. He set the corner. He did not let the guy get outside and run the option, and that's why the play got blown up.
4th down and 5. They got a yard on that play, and that's all. Here they go. Possession down, big play, 4:44 to go in the half. Rutherford, the quarterback. going to go back. He's going to try a fake reverse, and he's still holding the ball. He's going to throw across the middle, complete. Did he hold on to it? Yes, and he got the first down. And that was an interesting play. They faked the reverse. Rutherford rolled out, had time, and found the receiver wide open for the first down across the middle, and I thought he dropped it for a second. Ball was thrown a little low.
It faked me out because Hillenmeyer on that side tackled the guy, number 40, and I thought he had made a great play, but he didn't have the ball.
So that's a huge play for Knox Halls to keep possession with 4:24 to go, and they're inside the right on the 20-yard line now. 4:18 to go, 2 timeouts remaining in the half. 1st and 10, Halls. MBA digs in. Had a good defensive stand there, but Halls made the play. Rutherford back, wants to throw. He's got time. Throws across the middle, incomplete. Cole Barfield was there and had a hand on it.
I think he tipped it or got a piece of it, and the ball was low also.
NBA was playing zone there, and he threw it right into the zone.
A pair of riches in there right now, both Tate and Johnny.
Out comes Barfield to take a breath. Prevost in it. Line center. Middle linebacker. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. 4:03 to go in the half. At the 20. It's 2nd down. Rutherford is trying to check off, get a different play to his receivers, and he takes his 2nd timeout, and that's, I guess they got plenty of time, although you don't want to waste them for a bad play call.
Number 11, their big tight end, looks like he was confused to whether he should be split out or in tight, and they call timeout.
At the 20. Rutherford, the quarterback. Back, fakes, wants to throw, stands in the pocket, throws, incomplete! And that was for NBA over there. Was that Prevost? No, I think it was 48. Tate Rich almost got the interception. He deflected the pass. And now it's 3rd and 10 from the 20 with 3:59 to go.
I don't know whether we'll continue to do this, but what we did there is we dropped back into a zone and just rushed with 4 people.
And what's interesting is Halls, there's really plenty of time to go in the half, but they seem to think they have to pass every down, and now they do, probably. 3rd and 10. Halls has 2 downs to make 10 yards. Rutherford, the quarterback. Man in motion is Carter. Then he goes back the other way. They're going to all roll to the right. He wants to pitch, and he's going to be hit in the backfield and thrown for a loss. Who's the man down there on the bottom? Who's the man? Number 51. Sam DeLemos got in there. Got his hand around his leg, held on, and the rest of the team then came. Threw him down for a big loss, 4th and 13.
Really a top-notch play by young Sam DeLemos, who's one of the hardest workers on the team, and we're going to force the Red Devils to attempt a 40-yard field goal.
40-yard field goal from the right hash mark.
Before the game when they were kicking, it looked like he had a leg, so they've got a shot.
All right, NBA punches up on the line of scrimmage, snap, down, kick is up. It is long enough. And it is good. Good kick, a 40-yard field goal, and Halls gets on the board.
Well, I didn't think we were going to shut them out anyway. 3's better than 7.
It was. They were pretty good, and we did a good job to stop their momentum there. And now NBA, this is an important 30 minutes here.
I agree. I mean, from a momentum point of view, but I got to tell you, that was a coaching victory, I think. Not that the kids didn't play great, they did. But NBA's coaches changed the defense and dropped from a man-to-man coverage into a deep zone, and that's what took away those passes.
All right. Good call, Don Denbo. And now, for the first time tonight, NBA will field the kick. Back is Higgins and Rodriguez. And McIntosh. Probably McIntosh in the middle. And the Halls kicker, who we know is a pretty good kicker now, will kick off for the first time tonight from the 40. 3:15 to go. MBA has 2 timeouts, I believe. Go.
Well, how about a nice kickoff return with some field position here?
It's important. This is a very important momentum-wise to see if we can get some points on the board. NBA will also receive the second half kickoff. So this is a very important possession. If we get some points here, you can make this night a lot easier because this isn't a bad football team. They've given us 1 touchdown, and it's really a 7-3 game. McIntosh, Higgins bobbles it at the 10, picks it up, runs back up toward the middle, cuts it up to the left side, gets up one, breaks the tackle. Higgins comes back outside to the 30, cuts it up to the 30, out to the 32-yard line. Higgins ran a mile to the 32.
He got that
35.
35. That's a good field position.
Excellent field position as Higgins ran all over the place.
Speed kills.
He's actually up to the 36.5, so great field position. 3:02 to go for MBA.
Well, Don, what do you think? We get conservative here? We try to score?
I think we stay in our offense.
Offense has run pretty well, except for last time when we had a big loss on second down and threw us out of it. I formation, 6-man line. Sloan going to give to McIntosh. Got a pretty good hold. Picks up about 5 on the play. 2:56 to go.
Good offensive surge by the line, and Higgins just ran back up in there. I mean, nobody touched him really for about 4 or 5 yards.
Now McIntosh comes in.
And a pretty good lead block there by Mr. Bearden.
Uh-oh, somebody's hurt. Higgins is hurt on the play. And he looks to be in quite a bit of pain right now.
He wants to get up.
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. I think you're right, Don Dembo. It's the wind, I hope. Please don't hobble. Uh-oh. That is an ankle maybe on the left ankle, but he's okay. It's his left ankle has been twisted. Let's hope it's not serious. Get him over here on the bench and let Dr. Alexander take a quick look at it. So McIntosh will be in. He picked up 5 on the play. Higgins running well tonight. Ricky talks over the play with Blake. In he comes, 2:37. For some reason, I guess the clock is running now, which it should be, after the timeout. 2:31 to go. Time is a factor. We're at the 40. High formation. Man in motion, Eskin. Sloan back, gives to McIntosh, gets a block, cuts it up close to a first down. Going to be about a yard short, though, as the clock continues to run at 2:15.
Spin move got him an extra 4 yards there.
NBA needs to hurry a little. 2:10 to go.
You know, I'll be frank with you. I basically figured that McIntosh would break a bunch of runs this year with that kind of movement, but he really hasn't broken a long run yet.
And there's 1:56 to go, and they move the ball back a little bit. All right. The clock continues to run. NBA needs to hurry it up. Now, if they can get a first down here, they'll stop the clock to move the chains. So NBA needs a yard here to get the first down and stop the clock. Solid backfield. NBA needs to pick it up. Sloan gives to the big fullback. First down, Bearden to the 49. There's 1:32 to go. They're going to stop the clock to move the chains. NBA needs to step back, hurry up, get a play called.
In comes the receivers.
They're moving the chains, and it's first down, NBA at the 48-yard line. The clock is moving.
We're going 3 or 4 wide receivers here.
I believe we're going to the air game now because we need to pick up about 30 yards to get in Joe Pat's range right now.
Is this out of MUS playbook? No, we run this.
1:18 to go. Sloan looks it out. He's calling a play from the line of scrimmage. 1:13 to go. Here comes the blitz. Sloan back. Here they come. Sloan doesn't need to get blitzed, but he did, and he's down, and he fumbles the football. And it's going to be recovered, I believe, by Halls with a minute to go. The officials, I believe, called it down. All right, that's Halls doing the calling, and I believe they got the ball. No, they don't. Whew, they whistled it dead. But they lost a lot of yards, 46 seconds. NBA now may be content to call it a half. Well, save the second half kickoff.
It's interesting. The only time they've gotten pressure on us was when we ran that 4 wide receiver set.
Well, they called the blitz at the right time there. We're going to do it again, and it looks like they may want to blitz again. Only 30 seconds to go.
There's an overload there.
Here they come, and there's the draw, and they're hitting Beard, and now we need to let the clock run out with 27 seconds.
Well, Don makes a good point. You know, we had 6 guys to block, and they had 7 guys coming. That's just math.
Okay, well, let's say this. We're going to get to halftime here, and NBA is going to be leading 14-3. But for the gift, the 1-yard touchdown, this is a lot closer football game than the score indicates. NBA is lucky to be ahead 14-3. Halls has improved dramatically since the first couple series, and we got a lot of football left to play.
Absolutely. 2 good football teams looking forward to a big second half.
We are. It's a good football game, and we'll be back when NBA will receive the second half kickoff. Mike Cross, your comments.
Well, I'm not unhappy with 14-3. Are you, Tom?
Not now that I've seen Halls. They're a good football team. I'll take a 1-point win the rest of the year. I've learned not to be greedy in any sport. We'll be back for second half action. Let this team get to 14-10, because then you've got a horse race. This is a good football team, and we got a big break to get the big lead.
Well, they have shut out both their opponents this year, and of course we have 14 points. So I'm not positive 14 points is going to win this game. I think we need another score here and a touchdown rather than a field goal.
I agree, and I think this second half is going to be big.
It appears that both defenses are outplaying both offenses.
Certainly in the second quarter, although Hall's offense came to life, and but NBA stiffened when they had to.
You know, Tom, you made mention at early part of halftime, something that's obvious that we didn't mention. NBA has not had a lot of time of possession. Halls has possessed the ball for most of the time.
That's right. Our first possession lasted about 5 seconds, fortunately. The second possession was a pretty good drive, but pretty quick, and then the last two, we basically picked up a first down or two, but punted. So big start for the second half coming up.
I noticed that Michael Higgins is still limping, so I wonder who's going to receive the second half kickoff.
Well, I'm sure we'll have McIntosh and Rodriguez back and find somebody else.
I was skiing one time, I fell and landed right on my hip bone. I was flat here.
Rodriguez, McIntosh. Looks like Cole Barfield is partway back.
We don't have a
number 16. Well, Rodriguez is 5. And who's 16? Who's 16? He's been holding the punts, and he's back for a receive.
I don't have a 16, so I don't know.
He holds for the extra points. McDonald? Who's 16, Billups? Huh?
No 16 on him.
He holds for the extra points, too. We all know who holds. Is that John Thompson? John Thompson, number 16, back. This could be a big moment. I'm glad we got his name right. All right, now 16 we finally identified as Thompson, and the ball's going to come to him. Or it's going to be McIntosh at the 5, to the 10, cuts to the right side. It's got a little bit of a hold to the 20, 25, and gets up to the 31-yard line. Good return, good field position to start.
Well, he almost popped through there. It looks like he was going to get to the hole, and then it closed on him pretty quick.
All right.
Remind me of Max Fuller a little bit the way he runs. You know, he's not a high stepper, but he's fast.
All right. NBA had 14 points with 3 minutes 39 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless ever since, and they need to get something going here. Bearden and McIntosh are the backs as Sloan brings them out.
They just inverted the zone.
Sloan looks it over. Sloan back, give, keeps the ball. Sloan's going to keep it, and there's going to be a great play over there by number 65, I believe, who was their tackle, or he looks more like a linebacker.
You know, they had all three parts of the option covered, the fullback, the quarterback, and they had a man out there on the pitch man.
Halls is playing pretty good football after the shock wore off.
That was an offset 4-3, and they inverted the zone.
Okay, Don, what does that mean?
It means that they had 4 down linemen with an overshift to the wide field with the linebackers, brought the cornerbacks up and dropped the safeties.
Okay, NBA comes out. Barton Simmons split to the bottom of your screen. Eskin, there's the give to McIntosh, and he's not going to get much. So Hall's defense has stiffened, and they look like momentum has shifted to Hall.
Well, you know what's interesting that I see that's happening here, early in the game, we came off the ball and drove them off the ball, and that's where we got the yardage. The 2 plays that we've run so far have been sort of slow developing plays, an option and a sprint draw, and they've gotten there.
So it's a passing situation so far in the first half. Near the end, when NBA had a passing situation, Hall's blitzed, and it was effective. 3 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Sloan, the quarterback. Sloan back. Sloan's got some protection. Now it breaks down, and he's going to be rushed. He throws back wide open. There goes number 3. Martin Simmons down to the 40, down to the 45, to the 42-yard line. And I tell you what, Blake Sloan made that. He rolled to the right side. All the defense came with him, and he found Barton Simmons alone across the middle.
Did you notice how he took his hand and brushed that guy by to where he didn't tackle him? Then he threw across his body against the grain and made a completion.
You know, we've said a lot of things about that young man, Blake Sloan, all season long. But I think the thing about him that impresses me most is his elusiveness.
He can improvise.
And how about his vision to see that receiver?
Under a lot of pressure there. He's been pressured all night. First down, NBA, a big first down at the 42-yard line. Single back. Sloan wants to throw. Pops across the middle, incomplete. Rodriguez had come over, and Sloan overthrew him.
But you know what? That was a terrific play call. That was a good play call, even though it didn't work.
Yep, he was wide open, and Sloan had to hurry it a little bit and jumped up and threw it high.
In fact, Bill Billups called for that at halftime. He says, we run a slant that'll slow that rush down on those linebackers.
All right. Let's hope we've at least slowed the rush down here. 2nd and 10 at the 42. All right. Single back is Bearden. They're checking off, getting a play from Ricky, who's about halfway out on the field with a different play. Clock continues to run, though. Sloan back, picks up a blitz, throws across the middle, incomplete. And Eskin had come open across the middle, but here again, Sloan was moving out of the pocket and had to get rid of it and overthrew him, or threw it a little, led him too much.
Yeah, their number 64 pressured him. He's 270.
Yeah, this is a big team.
But that's the best pickup we've done of their blitz. I mean, they brought people, and we picked them up.
Bearden picked up the blitz, and now we're in a tough situation here. We're going to have to pick it up or give the ball up. 3rd and 10. Rodriguez at tight end, pointed out by Mike Cross on the I formation. Sloan rolls to the left, fakes to the right, Scott throws across the middle, complete. Eskin first down at the 30. Oh, a nice play as the fake gave him the time he needed, and he found Eskin wide open at the 30 and threw it perfectly.
That's, I think, 3 or 4 catches for Michael tonight, and he's the money man.
You know, we're throwing these crossing patterns off play action, and it seems to be working.
First down, NBA, 2 big 3rd down conversions. And now it's first down at the 30. NBA's converted 2 3rd and longs in this drive. First down at the 30. Bearden the up back. Sloan going to give to tailback McIntosh, and there's nothing there. Oh, and he fumbles the ball, and he throws the ball, and it couldn't. The ball is kicked around, and now I think who got it back? Oh, no, Hall's got it. McIntosh simply lost the ball as he was trying to gain extra yardage, and the ball flew out. And we're lucky it wasn't a touchdown. If they'd picked it up, it would have been.
It would have been, and, you know, he just didn't protect that ball. He had it out loose away from his body trying to get for extra yardage.
And I tell you, that's a huge play because MBA had gotten the momentum back, had a first down at the 30, and now Hall's trailing by 11, has it with 9:30 to go at good field position at the NBA 49.
Well, Tom, that makes the turnovers even, and David was having to struggle to get to the line of scrimmage, and so somebody made penetration there.
No doubt about it. They were in the backfield, hitting him on the leg, and he made the mistake of swinging the ball out, trying to get extra yardage, and lost it. 1st and 10 at the 49. NBA's defense now finds themselves. Number 40, Carter on the right side, gets outside. He gets about 10 yards. First down inside the 40. Carter's got deceptive speed out there, but when he gets to the corner, he's dangerous.
Yeah, the scouting report was he was their biggest threat, and that's the first really pitch sweep power play they've run with him.
And I think he got close to 10 yards. He may be a yard short. He picked up, well, he got 8 yards, I believe. 2nd and 8. I thought he had the first down. He went out of bounds.
Just a simple pitch sweep, and that's the first time they'd broken contain. They hooked our defensive end.
9:22 to go in the half. Stepped out of bounds. 2nd and 8. Quarterback sneak. He's got the first down. He gets up inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. Quick opener there for the quarterback.
Went on a quick count, caught us a little asleep there, I think, and got the first down with a quarterback sneak.
So Knox Halls has done what they had to do. They got the turnover, and they've moved it right back down deep in NBA territory. First down at the 38. 1st and 10. Make that the 37. 1st and 10. I think there's a Brentwood scout behind. All right, first down. Rutherford, the quarterback, wants to throw quick across the middle. Incomplete, and he was well defended there by Prevost. Got him just as the ball arrived. Cross was a little afraid they might.
No, that was good. That was good coverage. I don't think he should have thrown that ball.
I'd agree. I mean, the first 2 plays that they've run have been, or 3 plays they've run have been power plays, and they had some progress. I mean, I don't know why you go away from what you're doing.
2nd and 10 for the Devils at the 37. Big defensive series coming up for NBA. 2nd and 10. The deep back is Carter, the tailback. Rutherford, the quarterback. Back, give to Carter. Up the middle's got a hole. Breaks one. Gets forward for a first down. Good running, and Rutherford seems to be getting stronger. He's a 200-pound, 5'9" back with good speed.
Tom broke at least 3 tackles there and jumped over one guy.
And somebody is down, though. It's the official. Yeah, the umpire is down as he got kneed in the thigh, it looked like. But it's a big first down for the Devils.
Those are the first tackles that young man's broken all day long. I mean, those are broken tackles. We haven't missed tackles at all. Showed some power running. I had the glasses on him. He runs in a very compact, explosive kind of style and explodes into people when he gets hit. That's how he broke the tackles.
DeLemos comes in at nose guard. Rich comes out.
I noticed that Michael Higgins is still limping on the sidelines. It looks like he's doubtful, I would think, for the rest of the game.
The ref is hurt pretty bad, and we're going to have to take a break here while they attend to the ref.
Official has not really moved out there, and they've taken the team.
Ollie, one of those might not be real good.
Don't say that, Tom.
Where are you an alumni?
No, but I'm just saying that you'll jinx us because we got to go down there at least one of those games. That'll be a tough game.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I hadn't kept up with all the scores. I did see somebody beat Baylor pretty good.
McCauley beat CPA, who's the lower division from us. I think McCauley may have the better of the 2 teams this year.
They're not known for football necessarily. At least recently they haven't been. They used to be back in the dark ages.
While we're killing time here, I did get a little post that in the ninth grade team, CPA beat Brentwood Academy, and that's a first. They're building a pretty good program over there at CPA, I think.
And FRA, by the way, this year has beaten CPA the first game of the year, and then they beat the other two defending champs in a row. And FRA, I think, was 1-9 last year, so they really turned it around, and that's a good program. And if maybe you don't remember, but I remember when this junior class was 8th graders. FRA beat them at FRA in the Rebel Bowl. Good program. 1st and 10 at the 27. Rutherford, the I formation on a quick sweep, but this time nowhere as number 65, Ben Burns, playing a great game tonight, was right there, wasn't fooled a bit.
Well, the quarterback just took advantage of the offensive line surge and tried to go off a right guard. Ben Burns stepped right in.
Yeah,
No game.
That was a quarterback sneak, but we had a slant on, and Ben Burns just slammed him.
Hello, he said. And it's pickup of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9, and this is a huge offensive possession for Halls. Big defense for MBA. 2nd down and 9. 2 receivers down here to the left, bottom of your screen, including Helton. Back, number 16, throws the quarterback complete to Helton. Helton breaks the tackle to the 21. Pickup of about 6 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He scares me.
Well, he's a good athlete.
You know, he looks real athletic.
Well, you think he is because he's a help.
Well, just the way he runs. I mean, he runs like he's a sprinter or very athletic the way he runs.
3rd down, 4.5. Yep. 3rd and 4. Here's a big play for MBA. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Helton and number 21. Rutherford, the quarterback, and your tailback is Carter. Rutherford wants to pass, drops straight back, has got time, throws across the middle. The ball is intercepted by Cole Barfield. Give it to the 6'1" Barfield, the junior from Belmead. He threw it. Great defense. Big, big play.
They went to the well one too many times. That's about the 3rd or 4th time they've run that play, and Cole stepped in there and intercepted.
NBA was sitting in the zone there.
Perfect drop by Cole Barfield.
Great play, and I tell you what, you're not going to get a bigger turnover all year. That was critical. We did not want them to score, and Barfield comes through in great fashion. 1st down, NBA at the 19. Now, can NBA take the momentum back here?
Let's go offensive line.
Sloan, the quarterback. McIntosh is the back, deep back. Sloan gives to him. McIntosh gets outside, needs to beat one man. Now needs a block to the 30, to the 32, to the 35-yard line. Pick up a 16 yards. 1st down, McIntosh gets outside.
Whit Smith set the corner, and I mean to tell you, fellas, he set the corner.
And Michael Eskin did a good job downfield. It got him an extra 5, 6, 7 yards.
To the 34-yard line, a pickup of 15. 1st down, NBA. 6:56 to go in the half. NBA had been moving and had the McIntosh fumble. McIntosh just broke outside. Now we got Rodriguez as the tailback. Barton Simmons down here at the split receiver. In comes Eskin. There goes the give to Rodriguez. Cuts through. He's got a pretty good hole, and there's a penalty on the play. And that's usually where holding comes in, and I hope not.
Or face.
Could be a face mask, but I don't know. You wouldn't expect holding on such a short run.
Yeah, the flag was thrown all the way from the far sideline there. Let's see what they call.
Looks like it's going to go against the Big Red. And I'm telling you, that's really our first penalty of the night, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, much better, but that's the same old bugaboo holding penalty for an NBA.
Really hurts for NBA, who's pretty good at the running game, picking up 4 or 5 yards a carry. When you have to make 15, or 20, it makes a big difference.
You know, we focused on how many mistakes we made last week. Let's remember we had a penalty-free first half, and that's a great improvement.
We did the first half, but already in this half, we've got a big fumble and a holding penalty. But it's 1st down and 20 now. NBA will have to start from the 24-yard line. Sloan is out, Smith is out. Sloan is in, Smith is out. And we've got Prevost in as the single back, McIntosh at the wing. Sloan back, fakes, wants to throw. Uh-oh. 64 is playing some. Mr. Wilson, the tackle, has played well tonight, and Prevost missed him.
That's Joe Wilson. He's 6'1", 270, and we can't get him with a back, I don't think.
Well, and he came right up, and Prevost supposed to make the play and did not.
And we've lost again, and we're really digging a little bit of a hole here. 2nd down and 24, and we're way back to our 20.
I believe that's 3 sacks for him, and, you know, Blake Sloan's a hard guy to sack.
Is Wilson a senior? Looks like a pretty good ball player.
270 senior.
270-pound senior. All right, again, this Prevost is the lone back. Or is this Bearden? I can't see. There's the fake to Bearden, and look out, number 64 is coming again. There goes Eskin, wide open. Oh, he dropped it. Eskin had come wide open at the 50. Sloan threw it perfectly, and he dropped it. I think he couldn't believe how open he was, Mike.
Well, he may have been trying to run before he caught it, but he was wide open and probably scores because he's probably one of the 2 or 3 fastest guys on the team.
Sloan was under a lot of pressure. Wilson was again pressuring him. He stepped outside and found Eskin wide open, and it's 3rd and 24, and that was a big miss.
Must be the first pass Eskin's dropped all year.
All right, let's give him another chance. Eskin at the bottom of your screen, and boy, they're going to be coming after Sloan this time. Bearden is the single back. We may run a draw because this is not a good place to get in trouble. Sloan back is going to throw, steps up in the pocket, throws complete. And the ball is fumbled and intercepted, I believe. Incomplete. Martin Simmons it looked like caught the ball, but he didn't have possession. Then he was hit. The ball popped up. I thought Knox Hall's caught it, but it must have been gone to the ground, and they're calling it incomplete. And that's a good break. He was wide open, and he actually caught the ball.
Well, their defensive halfback came up and stuck him pretty good, and you got to give them credit.
All right, and it's 5:25 to go. Plenty of time in this ball game, and McGuigan backed up all the way to his 5-yard line, and they're bunching up 10 men on the line of scrimmage. They're coming after him. Now they drop off 2 men for the return. Good snap, little high. Kick, oh, good, long, high spiral, fair catch at the 43-yard line. Great kick by McGuigan from the 20 to the opposite 43. That's 30, 35, 38 yards, no return.
You know, Don, you know what I think I got to do? I got to put Whit Smith on the right-hand side as tight end to start chipping on that big 64 because he's in our backfield.
Good kick by Joe Pat McGuigan under pressure. And those of you who don't think there's a mental aspect or a little fright in punting the ball, tune in.
For David Leverton at Florida.
Pat McGuigan had never kicked really much until this year, and he's handled the stage fright tremendously well. He seems to do very well under pressure.
Much better than Mr. Leverton.
All right, leave the poor boy alone. Did you hear he was Pac-10 Player of the Week? Okay. First down, 5:03 to go at the 43. Double wing, and there's a reverse, gives it back to Carter, and he's hitting the backfield. Parker Jones, number 77, was the first to get him. No, Johnny Rich had him first, and then Parker Jones and a host of Big Red threw him for a loss. Well, defense, kind of a tricky little play there.
We've seen that play for years out of that double wing. I mean, you got to remember, we've run against it over and over again, so we should be able to defend against it.
Loss of a yard on the play, 2nd down and 11. 4:36 to go, MBA, 14-3. Double wing, a slot to the left, to the right. Snap. Rutherford wants to throw. Steps out of the pocket, throws across the middle, incomplete. 21 had come a little bit open, but he way overthrew it, and he's lucky we didn't intercept that one.
We brought linebackers up the middle in a full blitz and got him just enough pressure to make him overthrow the ball.
All right, Mike, it's 3rd and 11. What's your defensive call here?
You know, well, they haven't shown us a draw or a screen yet, and I guess they got one.
Well, big play, 3rd and 11, 4:22. Real big play in this football game coming up here. Because NBA had put themselves in a little bit of a hole. Good punt, got them out, and now it's 3rd and 11, and NBA needs to stop them. Double wing formation. Rutherford, the quarterback. Back, he's going to fake, and he got, DeLemos is after him, and they've got him way back for the sack. DeLemos flushed him out, and the sack was made by Hunter Hillemeyer. Oh, and that was a big play all the way back to the 29-yard line.
Sam DeLemos, Joey graduated 4 years ago.
That's right. Well, you know, these names, it doesn't matter as long as they get the last name right. We're all brothers here.
Yeah, I believe he's at the military academy up in New York.
Both Joey and Sam, they remind me a lot of each other. Short, stocky, tough kids. Good speed. There's the punt. Oh! Bearden got in there. This is a low punt. It's going to be fielded by Sloan. Gets out to the left side up to the 50. To the 50-yard line, and NBA's got great field position. A great return there. McGuigan punted back from his own 5-yard line. We stopped them, sacked them, and now we've got the ball at the 50. Excellent exchange for the Big Red.
Yes, sir, and I noticed the last two plays, their quarterback's getting up a little slow.
All right, MBA needs to avoid the mistakes. The first series, they were driving and they fumbled. The last series, they were moving pretty well, had a 10-yard holding penalty, and then dropped 2 passes. If MBA can execute, we can score. 3:36 to go. Sloan, the quarterback, wants to run the option, cuts it back. No pitches there, and there's a great play by number 64, and that guy is playing a great game at tackle.
He may be hurt. He was laying on the ground and reached up and pulled Blake down, and he may be injured.
Why that worked is that we got 6 men trying to block 7. They got an overload there, and they brought the support up from the cornerback. That's tough. You can't run that play.
I wish somebody'd blocked just 64 if nobody else. But he's hurt, and this could be a big injury. It looks like his ankle, or is it knee? He's hurt bad.
He was falling and reached up and grabbed and pulled Blake down on top of him, but it looks like maybe a knee or a cramp.
Well, Dembo thinks it may just be cramps here. We'll see.
Yeah, they're holding his leg up.
All right, so it's a cramp. The guy's been playing his heart out, and he's a good player. I'm wondering if he's a prospect.
Looks like he's in the saddle there.
Well, I haven't looked at any high school publications, but he certainly is impressing us tonight, kind of singularly. At 270, how tall is he?
Well, it looks to be like at least 6'2".
No, he got the wind knocked out of him is what that is. That's how they do.
Okay, well, he doesn't want to go out.
They don't pick you up by the jersey and pull you up?
He'll go out for one play. He looks walking really kind of funny there. Looks like his batteries are getting. I think his batteries are running out. Look at him. They need to wind him up again.
He's walking stiff-legged, which tells me he's probably cramping up.
Well, Sloan trying to run the option there was pulled down by 64 for a yard loss, and in 2nd and 11 with 3:22 to go, third quarter, as the defenses have taken over this football game. 2nd and 11, I formation. Bearden and McIntosh are the backs. There's the fake draw. Number 11 gets in. Now Sloan's got time. Rolls out. Gonna throw. Incomplete. Or did he catch it? Yes. Complete. Good catch by Eskin. Sloan threw it low, and he picked up 9 yards on the play. Eskin just made up for that drop with a really catch of a good low ball, and he caught it.
Actually, Whit Smith was in the area also.
The officials are now discussing it. One of them doesn't think he caught it, but one of them clearly. You know, that official over there made an absolute certain.
Running up going like this.
It's okay. I mean, they're doing what they're supposed to. The object is to get the call right.
We were blocked. We couldn't tell, but the official that seemed to have a good view was quite certain he made the catch, but he was overruled, and now it's 3rd and 11.
Well, he was an MBA graduate.
Yeah, must have been. All right, 3rd and 11, and watch Halls is going to bring everybody, I'll bet you this time. Maybe a screen would work, Mike.
They're showing a 6-man line with watch number 1 on the corner.
Sloan checks off. 3rd and 11. Sloan back, and here they come. Sloan throws, and the man had come open. Martin Simmons was open, but Sloan rushed, overthrew him, and it's 4th and 11, and McGuigan will have to kick.
They're overloading every single time on the pass play, bringing one more man than we have people to block.
And let me tell you, the last time when McGuigan kicked, number 7, who's down here on the bottom of your screen, got in there pretty quick, so watch him on this kick. Snap, good snap. Ooh, and there McGuigan kicks it pretty good. Long to the left, and nobody's there. There's a good bounce. Down to the 15, down to the 12-yard line. A great kick away from the receiver, and good field position for MBA.
Hey, Don, you know, they've been running those linebackers up the middle, some sort of a screen, a wide receiver screen, or a screen supposed to work.
Well, they're overloading in the line, Mike, and then they're playing man-to-man deep. I mean, we're getting people open in the crossing pattern. If Blake can just get enough time, a minute or a second or two, he can complete them.
All right. The NBA's offense has stalled since the first quarter. And Knox MBA's defense is also stiffened here in the second half. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go, the third quarter. Good field position back at the 14-yard line. Halls will start. They're going to pitch to Carter. Carter gets outside, needs one block. He gets it, and he slams forward up to the 27-yard line. He's a tough back, and he looks dangerous, too.
Nice play by Barton Simmons. He just grabbed him and held on while some other guys cleaned up.
I tell you what, I'm not sure I wouldn't just pitch the 40 all night.
Well, he made that a lot on his own. I mean, they didn't really get any movement. They just stretched us, and he cut back. Notice he's about 7 yards deep. Traditional eye back.
1st and 10 at the 27 as they pick up 15 on that play. 2:04 to go, third quarter. Rutherford, the quarterback. Back, give to the fullback. He picks up about 3 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Interesting there. We blitzed Brydale, our right cornerback, or strong safety, I guess, off the corner that time.
Rich at the bottom of the pile there.
The more I watch number 40, the more impressed I get, I'll be frank.
All right, Carter, number 40, is the tailback. Rutherford, the quarterback. Split receivers down here. Helton and number 21, Hanas. Quarterback going to throw to Helton, try to let his speed get outside. Oh, but he wasn't fast enough for Brydale. Brydale chased him down and threw him for no gain. Good play by Brydale because that boy's dangerous over here.
Brydale made a splendid open field tackle. Really good football play.
And it's 1:04 and another 3rd and long for Halls. Another big play for MBA and Halls defensively.
64's back in at left tackle, so he's going both ways. He's probably just cramped up.
3rd down, 8. 48 seconds to go, third quarter. The score the same as half, 14-3. Big play. Rutherford back, wants to throw. NBA's got some pressure, throws across the middle. He's going to get the first down. That's Helton up to the 40-yard line. Quarterback backed up, keep retreating deeper, and found Helton and threw a good pass. When he finds the receiver, he usually throws it pretty well.
That's about 4 or 5 completions to Helton.
I'm not sure that Knox Halls may not have outgained us by this point of the game.
I would think they have. By the way, that time NBA was not in zone. They were in man.
First down at the 40 with 19 seconds to go.
Number 40, Chase Neal in to give Rob Bearden a little break at the outside linebacker defensive end.
All right, here we are. Quarterback back. Sets, and he's going to be hit. And the ball is loose. And NBA, I believe, has got it, I think NBA had it. The ball was rolling around in there. And I believe they're going to unpile. Who's going to have that ball, ladies and gentlemen? The ball has been recovered by Halls. And I mean, it was right on the back of an NBA player, and he couldn't get it.
Never knew it was there.
Woo, big play to end the quarter. No gain, and NBA almost had a big break there as the ball laid on the ground, and the Halls guy, to his credit, got it back.
Chase Neal, who was in for Mr. Bearden, was the guy who caused the fumble, and several players dove for it, and somehow they came away with it.
So, no score in the third quarter, and it remains 14-3. A very good football game. You take away that first gift, and this is anybody's game. Fortunately, NBA leads 14-3, and now their defense needs to hold on.
I'm still not sure 14's going to win it. I'd like to see us get at least a field goal here.
Well, I do too.
Well, Tom, I agree with you. I think this year's group of cheerleaders is outstanding.
Fine-looking bunch of women down there. Let's talk about some of their measurements. Phillips, how about that little blonde there?
I won't go there, Tom. Pass.
One good thing about cheerleaders as you get older, and I can't see them that well. They all look good to me from this distance. They all look good up close.
Yeah.
I've been up close.
And,
too.
Tom, you notice they all call us sir. That speaks to our age, I think.
That's right. All right. Fourth quarter action. We've got 12 minutes of football to go here on a beautiful night in September at Tommy Owens Stadium. Rutherford, 2nd and 10. Quarterback, bootleg fake. He's going to have to throw deep. Intercepted. Barton Simmons. And there's going to be a flag play on the play. Barton Simmons up to the 50, down to the 40-yard line. But they threw a flag right after he intercepted it, and I'm afraid they may call something. What?
Sam DeLemus is injured, number 51 also.
All right. Barton Simmons, great pick. 51, DeLemos is hurt on the play. Simmons or somebody lost the shoe. What's the call going to be?
I don't see a flag.
Flag was thrown right at the interception, but it was after the interception, and hopefully it was a block in the back or something that's going to keep us with the possession. The referees are discussing it. DeLemos is hurt. Great play by Barton Simmons and a great return all the way back to the 36-yard line. And so this call is going to be big.
He was playing center field there, and their receiver was a little ahead of our cornerback, but didn't see Barton coming across the middle.
Interference against MBA, and that is a huge call. And I'll have to see the replay on that because that ball, oh, man. He didn't throw the flag till after the interception.
Barton Simmons did not touch the guy. Now, the other defensive halfback might have, but I doubt it.
Bad call. Bad call. Well, we didn't see what's there.
Well, that is a huge difference. Instead of MBA having the ball at their 37, they're going to get a first down, and they call interference, and I want you all to watch the film closely on that one because I didn't notice it. MBA had 3 defenders, and there was only 1 receiver down there, and the ball was thrown up for grabs, and MBA got it.
Little bad news here, DeLemus. That looks like a knee the way they're having to take him off. That hurts.
Sure does. We now have Sloan coming in at safety. Simmons out. And I don't know. They threw that ball up for grabs. There were 3 NBA guys and 1 Hall guy, and they call NBA for interference. And somehow they've got it at the 45. Where were they? All right, 15-yard penalty for the line of scrimmage. First down, 11:32 to go. Rutherford is going to pitch to Carter, coming to the right side, and he's hit. And Johnny Rich shoots the gap and throws him for a loss. Great play.
But the cornerback, who I believe was Brian Dale, number 25, came up and blew the play up.
Bridale, watch this. I mean, on the replay, Bridale just flew in there and took out about 2 guys.
Great play and a big play. No gain on the play, a loss of a half a yard. 11:05 to go, second down and 10 at the NBA 46-yard line. Rutherford, the quarterback. Carter, the tailback. Rutherford fakes, wants to run the option. There's the pitch out wide to Carter, and he breaks the tackle and gets up for a gain of about 5. And there's a flag on the play. It should be holding or clipping.
They were blocking McIntosh in the back, or they were holding one or the other.
And there is a big break for NBA and a bad mistake for Halls. It's clipping, and that'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. 15, Don Denbo tells me. And that's a good one. They owed us that one. And that's going to put them way back.
I'd rather have the ball.
I would too, but I'll take them whenever I can get them paid back. I'll take them, although I think they definitely blocked in the back over there.
Yeah, it was McIntosh there where you could see it.
15-yard penalty, and now NBA can come after him. It's second down and 25 to go.
And this is a good time with that running back to run a draw, I mean to tell you.
All right. Second and 21. NBA plays the semi-prevent here. Rutherford back. He wants to throw. He's got some pressure, and he's going to be thrown by Johnny Rich of a sack all the way back to the 32-yard line. A loss of 9 on the play.
Good bull rush by Johnny Rich, but I'd still rather have the ball.
Well, we're about to get the ball if we can hold them one more play. This is going to actually bring up a third down and 20, 30, 30-something, 32 yards. So, NBA needs to watch the screen or the draw here. I expect you'll see it.
You know, we haven't seen one tonight. They got to have one in their playbook.
9:45, clock in favor of NBA, 9:40 to go in the football game. Single back is 28. 2 split receivers down at the bottom of your screen. Rutherford, the quarterback, back. He wants to throw. Throws a little swing pass out. Oh, no, don't do that, Cole. Well, what I meant was he was a little late in hitting him, but the guy caught the ball, but that's a nothing gain. Pickup of a yard on the play. And what I was concerned was that Cole hit him a little late, but he didn't call it. And so that's going to bring up 4th and 30.
Yep, and Cole did a good job, got his head up. It maybe still was, but we got a good break there.
Yeah, I think maybe he accidentally hit him with his knee. We're just glad we didn't get a 15-yard personal foul in the first down there.
But we didn't. Number 40 tried to act like he was hurt, but he ain't hurt. Anyway, good play as they stopped that number 40, who's dangerous when he gets it out there. Great play by Barfield. Pass was underthrown, and it's going to be 4th down and 30.
Number 56, Garrett Davison, defensive tackle to get Ben Burns.
All right, we got Sloan and McIntosh back to receive the punt. 9:10 to go, 14-3. Snap. Oh, bad wobbly kick off the side of your foot, out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And MBA defense again, plays great, stops them, and now MBA's got the ball back. Now we got it done.
Well, it's interesting. Early in the game, we made some progress by using the offensive line surge to just go up the field. I don't know why we went away from it. I think we can still do that, and it's time to play a little smash-mouth football.
I think this offensive series is very important, not only in this game, but to get us a little confidence going into next week. We haven't done a thing since the first quarter offensively. And here we go in the I formation. And is that McIntosh deep? Yes, it is. McIntosh on the draw has got a hole. McIntosh, good. There's some good surge. Don Dembo, a pickup of 7 on the play. Good hole.
That's our traditional sprint draw. Just take it back deep in the ball, in the backfield, and hand it off. And Dave did a good job again. One person, 2 people, foot, knee, away from breaking at the distance.
Number 56, Garrett Davis had a good block on that play at guard.
Pickup of 7 on the play right at the 50. 8:33 to go. NBA 2nd down and 3. I formation. McIntosh is the tailback. It's going to give to McIntosh. Comes around the left side. Needs a block. Gets one. Down to the 45. To the 44. To the 40-yard line. First down.
First time we won the counter trade tonight, guys. Pulled the opposite lineman. Took the ball deep in and with a counter motion handed it off.
First down, and that's a big one as the NBA is going to try to take some time off the clock and move it in for some points.
Yeah, we pulled Brian Morgan and Garrett Davis around the corner there and got some good yardage.
As Don Denbo asked for a little smash-mouth football, and here we go. 1st and 10 at the 42 for NBA. 8 minutes to go in the game, leading 14-3. Sloan, the quarterback. Sloan, give. Second man, McIntosh. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
The defense.
Was that Rodriguez?
Defensive end kind of stacked that one up and made a pile and stopped us.
Clock continues to run.
Well, they brought, again, 7 men that time onto the line of scrimmage. We only had 6 people to block them. I mean, now they've adjusted. I got to tell you, I can't give enough credit to both coaching staffs here. There's really a lot of give and take going on. Both coaches are calling very fine football games.
2nd and 8.
64 is at left defensive tackle. I'd run on this side over here.
Run away from him. 2nd and 8. Maybe 9. Sloan back, give. Second man to Rodriguez. Rodriguez brings it to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, 25, 20, 15, down to the 12-yard line. First down. What'd they do there?
Shades of Max Fuller.
Yeah, that was a great run by Jonas Rodriguez, the sophomore, and I saw, again, a couple of really good blocks on the interior line.
7 minutes to go as Rodriguez breaks one for 30 yards. Down the left sideline, down to the 12-yard line. First down, NBA. Call it the 14-yard line. Rodriguez, the tailback. Bearden, the fullback. Sloan, the quarterback. Sloan. Back, give. Rodriguez up the middle for a couple. Down to about the 12. Clock continues to move at 6:32. A touchdown would be big. 3 points would be very important.
Either one of them would be great. Clinton Halls is using a canted nose guard, and penetrating. That time he got through.
McIntosh in, Rodriguez out.
I'm starting to get more comfortable with that 14 points, but I would like at least a field goal here.
2nd down and 10. They give him no gain on the play as they got penetrated into the backfield there.
You're 9 men on the line of scrimmage.
6 minutes to go. Sloan is calling, checking off. Sloan back, wants to throw a slant. There's the man in the middle. Touchdown! Michael Eskin. Good call, Don Denbo. Sloan read the same thing you did. Eskin on the slant. Give him 6.
Well, they had 9 men on the line of scrimmage, and you can see it from up here. Obviously, Blake saw it as well.
Well, that 21 does make me feel comfortable.
And I tell you what, as I said, not only for this game, but for a little confidence for next game, MBA went 55 yards there in 6 plays and showed a very good offensive drive.
52 Chris Camp into the game, I think probably because DeLemus is hurt.
McGuigan to try the extra point. Snap, down, kick, up, kick, good. And MBA goes up 21-3, and that, gentlemen, was a good drive when we really needed it.
And a lot of smash mouth, like Don said, and then a little, when they got too up crowding the line of scrimmage, the smart pass.
A great call by Don Denver.
Pardon? Yeah.
That shows how good our commentator Don Dembo is. It also shows how smart Blake Sloan was to see that, read the defense, call the play that had to work if it was executed.
I'll tell you what, it's a lot harder to see from down there than it is from up here. We've got the advantage of height and field glasses, and Blake is down there with them all around him. So great call, Blake Sloan.
Well, let me comment, too, that Eskin was well covered. The guy had an arm in there, and he did a good job of wrestling the ball away from the defender.
Sure did. 21-3, MBA now with 5:50 to go has a little breathing room. McGuigan will kick it off. Wore his foot out in the first quarter and hadn't kicked since, but here's a good opportunity here. Joe pad up. This is going to be a little short, and it's going to be fielded at the 12-yard line. Number 21 goes to the left side, and he's knocked down over there. Number 8 for the Big Red. Who's number 8 as I see that number? Let's give somebody credit. Robert Sawyer, number 8. Great special team play there. Nailed him back at the 23-yard line. So NBA's kicking game has looked very good tonight, Don Denbo.
Very solid, very solid. Credit to Joe Pat McGuigan, who worked hard all summer.
Interesting here, they're in a passing situation with 5 minutes left. We got 2 sophomores in the defensive halfback field.
That's Rodriguez, Simmons, and Arundel at the top of your screen here. And Brydale, you're going to see a lot of passing here, I think. Rutherford back, throws across the middle, and it's caught by Carter, number 40, for about a 5-yard gain. We'll let them do that the rest of the night if they want to. Barfield on the tackle.
Joe Barfield was right there, too, by the way. Right, good coverage.
Pick up a 4 on the play, 2nd and 6, 5:23 to go. Halls has 3 timeouts.
Number 40, Chase Neal, is in again, giving Mr. Bearden a little rest.
NBA has had a good, solid football game tonight. Rutherford back, throws, complete to number 18. He's got the first down up to the 40. First down for Halls with 5:04 to go. As the clock will stop as they move the chains, I guess.
We're playing soft now. The advantage we gained on defense caused by bringing pressure up the middle.
Tate Rich in at linebacker now.
Single back. They're going to throw on every play. Rutherford throws, complete to number 18. He comes back, and he fumbles, but he picks up about 6 on the play. The clock continues to run at 4:40 and counting. 21-3 NBA, fourth quarter.
We got to watch out here for a middle and up. Pump fake and throw deep. I don't believe they can score enough points on 7-yard crosses to get down the field.
Well, as I say, we're happy to let them have the little short 5-yard passes for the rest of the night. Rutherford, the quarterback, steps back. Now's the little pump, and it was slammed to the ground by Parker Jones, number 71. The big tackle got his arms up, threw it down, so it's incomplete, and it's 3rd and 3 with 4:16 to go.
I'm a little surprised with the short passes. I'd be throwing a longer one to number 2.
We got to watch the draw, too. This would be a good time to watch a draw.
NBA calls time to rest a little and talk it over. Make sure they avoid any kind of big play here. All right, gentlemen, now we can talk about it. Next week, Brentwood Academy. Don, they're a great football team, but is there anything different this year than last year that you see?
Well, they're not as deep in the line positions. They don't have the great linebackers in Ian Bass and Tito Lee. They don't have the great tailback in Kirsten Biggers. Their quarterback, Walker's very good, very quick. He's got a terrific arm, and they've got very speedy wide receivers. As usual, they execute beautifully. I saw them against Chugiak, Alaska, and they're a good football team again, make no mistake about it.
MBA will be an underdog, make no mistake about it, but I'm expecting the kind of games we've had the last 2 years and certainly two evenly matched, well-coached football teams.
Last year in the quarterfinals, they made no turnovers and one penalty and no penalties and 1 turnover and won the game. And then we played them 2 years ago. Same story. That'll be the ball game.
Team with the fewest penalties may win. All right, Halls with 3rd and 3. Twin receivers, both sides. Quarterback back. Rutherford fakes. There's that pump. Now he wants to throw deep, but incomplete. 2 was wide open down the middle. I'm glad Mike Cross was the only guy that saw him, and now it's 4th and 3.
And that was basically a coverage issue. We had good coverage. We inverted the zones, put man under, zone deep, and good play NBA.
So here we go, possession down, and if NBA stop them here, we pretty well can close out the football game. Kept them out of the end zone tonight. Always good when you can do that, especially to a pretty good football team like Knoxville. Rutherford back on 4th and 3. Pressure throws. I don't think so. Watch the spot. We're right on the line here, but I think he's a half yard short. Great play over there by, was that Prevost or number 40 that made that?
Prevost.
Let's see where they're going to spot it. Now they got a pretty good spot on it, but I don't know. I think it may be 2 inches short is my prediction. Zoom in with that camera right now and watch how close we are. They're going to pull the chain. Stretch. Oh, they made it. Oh, well.
Well, Tom, let's give credit to the defense here. We've given the number 1 team in the state 4A 3 points. Last week we only gave up 14, and the previous week we only gave up really 7.
How you doing, man? Good to see you. All right, so Knox Halls will keep the ball. The clock continues to run. It's at the 49-yard line. Inside NBA territory. Let's keep them out of the end zone. 1st and 10. Rutherford gone all the way for the Devils. Pass. It's all intercepted. Number 40 for NBA. He may go to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, down to the 15, down to the 9-yard line. Chase Neal read it all the way. Picked it off, had a step, got down to the 5. 1st and goal, NBA.
Just take note, Chase Neal is one of my discus throwers and coming back to be a senior state champion.
Chase, a senior this year? Well, it's great to see him. He hadn't played a lot until this year, and he's getting his opportunity, makes the most of it.
Well, Tom, they just went to the well one too many times, and Chase just laid back there, baited him, stole it, and ran.
1st down and goal for NBA at the 10. They've still got the first-team offense in there with Sloan. 3:30 to go. McIntosh, the tailback, Bearden, the fullback, and NBA wants to score. He looks it over again. Are we going to call the slant here, Denbo? It's a running play. Sloan wants to throw deep into the corner. The man is there. Give him 6. Touchdown! Martin Simmons! The defender never saw him.
So much for the running play.
Yes, sir. Great read in there. Sloan through the fade all the way into the corner. Barton Simmons is at his first touchdown as a Big Red receiver. Barton Simmons, the sophomore, give him 6. And it's 27-3 as MBA takes advantage of the turnover, converts immediately to a touchdown. Here's Joe Pat for another extra point.
Tom, Barton Simmons is 6'3". That's a good play for us to use for the rest of the year.
John Thompson will hold. McGuigan will kick. Snap down kick is good, and McGuigan is nailing the ball. Very solid. Looks good.
You know, last year we used Paul Russell in those situations because he was tall, but he just took that ball away because he was 5 inches taller than the defensive halfback.
28-3 is the score as NBA tacks on 2 touchdowns here late in the fourth quarter, and that might give them a little more confidence going into the Brentwood game.
Well, obviously, Halls thought it was a running play too, Tom.
Well, the defender was there, but it was a great play. Barton Simmons, a great athlete, a great basketball player, good size, and I think he's filled the gap pretty well for Ozier. Nobody will take Ozier's place, but we need some guys to step up, and he could be one of them. Off comes Rodriguez. McGuigan will kick again. McGuigan to kick. Oh, a line shot's going to get in the end zone and out of the end zone. That's a very effective kick. Nobody can return that one, and McGuigan's done a great job tonight kicking the football, both punting and place kicking.
Tom, we got some new players in the game here. We've got number 91, James Pittman. Let's see if we can pick some more numbers up. Number 42, that's Eric Lawrence.
56. Garrett Davis has been in. Give us some more people.
Grant Dixon, number 47.
48.
Number 98, we don't have a 98.
What number's Will Billups?
We don't have a 98. It's not late enough to lead it.
It's not late enough, and we only lead by 25. They got a lot of guys they got to get in. Frankly, they hadn't substituted much at all. But for the first couple of layers here, this game has been tight until the last second.
Well, and the injury bug has bit us a little bit tonight. A valuable player, Sam DeLemos, is hurt. We got John Ozier hurt.
Where's Higgins? Where's DeLemos right now? And where is Higgins? Well, let's hope it's nothing serious. I tell you what, we need everybody we can get next week. Get here early next week, everybody. Come early and stay late.
Hey, D. Thank you. Hey, David. Y'all going home after the game? You're not going to go party anyway. I need a ride home.
All right, it's 1st and 10 at the 20. And Knoxville is going to run the ball. I guess I've lost it. They gave it to the first man through, number 43.
Number 16, John Thompson, in at cornerback, and also number 75, that is Dominic Smith.
Will Tucker, sophomore, cornerback. Good to see some juniors and sophomores getting some action here. Who's the middle linebacker, 37? Chris McCormick. All right, pick up a 5 on the play. 2:48 to go. They got a new quarterback, and they got some subs in right now. They're going to run the ball and try to establish something.
Chip Hallworth, number 57, I believe.
Mr. Bates, if you're listening, get here early next week. It's Brentwood Academy. I'd say 6:30 at least if you want a spot on the roof. With NBC, CBS, the Goodyear Blimp, you better get here early.
Plus, parking places are going to be hard to come by.
Maybe Brentwood will forget it and won't bring anybody. 3rd down and 2, and the quarterback on a little sneak, breaks through the line of scrimmage, picks up the first down out to about the 36-yard line with 2:04 to go. Clock stops to move the chains. Grant Dixon makes the tackle.
Number 36, KB Parks.
And number 53, a number near and dear to me, worn by Court's voice for 6 straight years. And I believe that's Lewis wearing 53 now, isn't it? Michael Lewis, the junior. 1:49 to go. First down for the Red Devils, trailing 28-3. There's the give to their little tailback. He gets forward for about 5. The Red Devils are a well-coached football team. They're going to win a lot of football games this year, Don Demba. I won't be surprised to see them in the playoffs.
Absolutely. And again, I want to give a lot of compliments to their coaching staff, particularly their defensive coaching staff. They just did a splendid job all night long.
It's good to have good football programs come here, and this is a good football program. A lot of boys, well coached, nice looking uniforms, pretty good crowd coming 200 miles to watch them. Second down and 6, and there goes number 1, and good defense over there. Who got him for the Big Red? I see number 70 getting up over there, number 52. Here comes in number 79. What number is Will Billups, just for the record? The 49. Senior. All right, now you watch. If he comes in, let us know. We'll key on him.
Number 79, Blake Bergeron is in.
Blake Bergeron is in. Number 68 is in. 52 is out. Is Will awake? He's up. He looks anxious. Come on, get him in now. 32 seconds to go. Quarterback give, and 43 breaks forward for the first down. 24 seconds to go. In comes number 52. Come on, Ricky. Get them all in. Get them all in. Hurry up. Billups is getting ready to come in. He's getting special instructions with 21 seconds to go. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We need, hurry, go, Billups, go. Oh, goodness, 15 seconds. Wait, oh, come on. Call time. Call time. There he comes, Billups in. Billups in at left quarterback. Oh, and he draws the penalty. Got in a little late, but he's going to get in the game. Good thinking by Billups, because if he'd stayed on the sidelines, the game would have expired. But the game can't expire on a defensive penalty. And so Billups is in. Oh, it was the offense. I think they got worried. They saw Billups come in, and the play was just totally disrupted. All right, 5 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. Quarterback throws on the pitch. Goes around the left side, and he's got a big tackle over there on the right side, and MBA stops him. Your final score tonight, everybody, MBA 28, Knoxville Halls 3. A good victory as MBA goes to 3-1 on the year, and next week, Friday night, 7:30, the Brentwood Academy Eagles will be in town. Saturday, the Vols go to Florida. I don't know if I can work next week, Mike, thinking about this football.
Well, Tom, it'll be obviously a big game. We just got to not make as many mistakes that we have against BA in the past. If we don't, we'll win the game.
And who does the Oilers play next week, guys?
And the Oilers play the Ravens with running back Jay Graham, newly found rookie. I don't know. What a weekend we got. So, your final score from Tommy Owen Stadium, MBA 28, the Knoxville Red Devils 3. So long, everybody, and good afternoon.